Hey, everybody, welcome to Hearing God in Luke chapter 6. And my highlight today in verse 26 comes in the context of Jesus preaching a sermon. And there's a section of the sermon in which he is pronouncing woes. A woe is the opposite of a blessing. And so essentially, Jesus is saying, hey, if this is your situation, that is not a blessed situation. And in verse 26, he says, woe to you when all people speak well of you, for so their fathers did to the false prophets. And then this verse is then followed by the mandate to love our enemies. And so in the E or explanation part of my Hear journal, I said, if I faithfully walk with Jesus, I will accumulate some enemies along the way. Not everyone is going to speak well of me. And if people only speak well of me, then I'm probably not truly walking with Jesus. And I think this is because to walk with Jesus is to stand for absolute biblical truth, and standing for absolute biblical truth, especially in our culture of pluralism and relativism, is not going to be received well. And therefore, it is likely and to be expected that if you follow Jesus in this way and take a stand for biblical truth, that there are certainly going to be those who do not speak well of you. And I've had that experience. And I was talking to my wife this week, and we're transitioning into the application part. It's like, man, as a pastor, and I think certainly as a believer, a follower of Jesus, you just kind of accumulate a list of people along the way that you know you're not their favorite person. And they're likely not speaking well of you. And this could be for a variety of reasons. And certainly a stance for biblical truth could be one of those reasons. But also because I'm human and I do things that are careless, I can hurt others' feelings. And where I need to check myself in regard to this verse is, hey, is someone not thinking or speaking well of me because of my stance on biblical truth? If so, that is what it is. Or is it because of some personal failure on my part where I have intentionally or unintentionally hurt someone? If so, I need to own that, and I need to apologize for that and do what I can to make things right. And so, again, for a people pleaser like myself, is that list of people in my life who, again, are not feeling warm and fuzzy about Chad Zaka. That's hard. I take that very hard, and it hurts, and that's not the way I want it to be. But this verse also tells us it is a natural result of what it is to follow Jesus. Woe to you when all people speak well of you, for so their fathers did to the false prophets. I don't want to be a false prophet. I don't want everybody to speak well of me. Um, but when I do speak the truth, that means that there are going to be those who do not think or speak well of me. But then it's important that next section, it's not coincidental that Jesus moves right into, but I say to you who hear, love your enemies and do good to those who hate you. And so it's important that I pray for those that I know they're not thinking or perhaps even speaking well of me. So in my R response, I said, Father, may I not shy away from speaking the truth, and may I not take it personally when others do not speak well of me. May I be quick to apologize when I have personally offended others because of my own carelessness. And so, yeah, just kind of speaks to a sad and hard reality of what it is to follow Jesus, that not everyone's going to be a big fan. And so we see that with the life of Jesus. We see that with the life of the apostles as well. It's part of the deal, and we need God's help in working through that. So hopefully this brings some perspective to you today, maybe some challenge, maybe some encouragement as well, if you're struggling with some of those relationships in the day in which we live today. So look forward to joining with you again, hopefully soon, in Luke chapter 7.